what's going on in the market. Now, currently, as we speak, there's a lot of things that's going on in the market. I believe that they're trying to scare people out of the market. Now, people are claiming that there are scams that's related to World Liberty Financial Inc. And I believe that that group or that tokenized assets, they had some trouble with Jason Sun, right? But for some reason, Jason Sun always have a schematic tactic to buy things or to get things or to make things in his favor because as you guys know, Tron is connected to stablecoins, right? Or Jason Sun is connected to stablecoins, which drives the inflow as far as cash into the market. But he tried to do the same thing to me, and no allegations that this is all allegedly, right? With the XCN, when XCN was going parabolic, when it damn near 15-20x, right, at the beginning, Jason Sun wanted a way into the market, so he created some type of smear campaign to me that told people, hey, this is a scam, but yet he bought the scam. You get it? So it kind of tricked most people, especially if you're a beginner in crypto, right? So that's the news that's going on around the space. Now, to me, Bitcoin right now was currently, last time I checked, it was at 111,000, right? We retested a little bit from 124, and I think that's healthy, right? I think it's healthy because, like I say, if you zoom out, Bitcoin went from 75,000 to 124,000. That's damn near a 70%, 80% raise, right? We need to retest these areas. Excuse me. We need to retest these areas so we can see what the support is. We can see what the support is. People are calling for altcoin season to be canceled. I'm here to tell you guys that altcoin season is already begun, right? As far as the preliminary rounds, as far as the prep rounds, the pregame, altcoin season has already begun. Make sure that you put yourself in. Well, let me tell you what I'm doing. I already put myself in my position. My bag is already packed. I'm doing some last minute shopping, but 98% of my bag is packed, right? Mason S said, "What's up, man? What's going on? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Mason S. That's all I ask. Help me get to 10,000 subs. That's my goal for this year. Once again, I am Crypto Doe, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys, so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. This altcoin season to me, and I've been calling it for Q4. But guys, pay attention to you guys not next week, but the week after, right? September 16th, September 17th, that's when we are expected to have a rate cut, which is going to be like a 98% chance of it rate cutting. I believe that the market is already going to price that in. I don't believe that crypto need a rate cut in order to be net positive, right? Because crypto is something that if the dollar weakens, crypto gets stronger. Y'all got to remember that, right? You're literally betting against the you're doing a hedge against the dollar. Like if you own crypto, understand the macro of it. You're hedging against the dollar as much as if or whatever fiat currency you in, you're hedging against it. So the more money they print, right? To me is the more money that you will make. That's why it's beneficial for them to print the money, but also crypto, especially if you're into Bitcoin or things with scarcity, right? The less of something that you have is the more that it's going to cost. It's the simple law, right? The less of something you have is the more it's going to cost. Also, guys, don't forget to check out in the description my crypto dose store. Go get you some crypto merch as well. Go get you some crypto merch. Um, so those are the things that's happening in the space. Keep positive. I'm here to remind you guys I'm very optimistic. Always been a positive thinker. The market itself, as far as altcoins, it didn't even start yet. Well, it started, but you guys didn't experience euphoria yet with the market. So I want you guys to Whatever crypto you own, hopefully you own something of value, right? Hopefully you own something that has utility like XRP, XLM, um, Ethereum, Bitcoin, just to name the top three, the big three or the top four, right? Have something of a value. But crypto is going to go through its cycle. You have meme coins, you have oracles, you have DeFi. You have all these different things, GameFi, PayFi. You have all these subcategories that the money will begin to rotate in. Pay attention to Solana, right? I'm not a big fan of Solana, but I understand it's still part of the space. Pay attention to Sui, right? Pay attention to these things because the money rotation, to me, it already rotated out of Bitcoin, right? And people are betting on it. Ethereum. After Ethereum, people may be betting on the high market, the Souls, the XRP. After that, also in October, you guys have to remember, right? That we have the ETF launching. So it's so many things that's coming to the space as far as a positive news, right? But we all know that sometimes when it's positive news, the price still may go down. But if you know what you hold, understand what you hold, right? Know why you hold these things, right? On that note, I'm going to get out of here. It's time for me to go hit the gym. So make sure you know health is wealth. Yes, you can have the crypto and everything else, but make sure that you're taking care of your health as well. So you have to be balanced in this world, right? Of balance to the best of your ability, right? Lonzo Turner said SHX Stronghold has tapped into Japan's banking system last month. Oh yeah, Stronghold is one of my favorites. Lonzo, what's going on? Stronghold is one of my favorites. You guys got to understand Stronghold as far as utility. It's going to tap into their specialty is, with banks and you have like bank to like transfers, that's their specialty, right? So Stronghold definitely. You guys got to understand who's behind Stronghold as well, right? You have the people that coded XRP is behind Stronghold as well too. So know what's going on. Stronghold is I've held Stronghold for a while. I need to cash out, but I'm just waiting on some things to go euphoric before I cash out. But I'm well in the green, probably about 4 to 5x with cash hold. I mean, not with cash hold, with Stronghold as well. Lonzo said, SHX my second biggest bag dollar wise. That's excellent. Ripple stands behind Stronghold. Hell yeah. And I stand behind Ripple, right? On that note, guys, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to do a video later on, maybe today or tomorrow. I may sneak one in tonight if my schedule permits. All right, on that note, put on your seatbelts. This is Crypto Dough once again.